the network for the AV industry.
What are you listening to?
This
is AV.
This
is AVNation.
This is AVNation.
Hello, welcome to XR Star, your monthly podcast where we talk all things extended reality and metaverse. I'm your host, futurist Amelia Coleman. If you've played Beat Saber in VR, then you know that you can work up a sweat, have fun, and sharpen your hand-eye coordination all at the same time. Getting physical is a big part of the future of VR and the metaverse, especially as headsets become lighter and more affordable. One thing that makes it especially unique is the opportunity to personalize your workouts from an intensity perspective as well as visually. If you thrive in class settings, you can join a class with other people from around the world. If you prefer a personal trainer, that's an option too. If you want to work out on a desert island or on top of a mountain or next to a waterfall, it's all possible. You decide what works best for you. Cat VR specializes in producing omnidirectional treadmills that allow people to walk and run in virtual worlds. Your waist gets strapped in so you can't fall over, and you wear special shoes with balls on the soles that allow your feet to slide, moving you forward in virtual environments. For any aspiring football and soccer players out there, ResoPlayer is an app on the Oculus Quest store that allows you to not only build your skills from the comfort of your own home, but also helps athletes to build resilience as gamification replicates high-pressure situations. Data analysis lets you track your improvements, and right now during the World Cup, it's offering the World Cup replay, giving everyone the chance to try to score the winning goals. Today, I'm thrilled to be joined by a leader in the future of VR fitness, Alex Azzi, the CEO of VRWorkout. Alex is a serial health and wellness entrepreneur and has launched and scaled multiple health apps. VRWorkout is available for free on the Oculus Quest. It offers gentle modes for beginners and seniors, as well as a range of full-body, high-intensity workouts. To hear more about the future of fitness in VR and the metaverse, I welcome Alex. Thank you so much for joining me here today.
Amazing intro. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, pleasure. So to begin, do you mind sharing a bit about your background and what led you to first get involved in the VR space?
My recent entrepreneurial history has been around biohacking, human potential, especially in terms of moving in from supplements into apps. So I released some meditation apps, some diet apps, a fasting tracker, these kinds of things. And I tell everyone I was about 10 years late to the mobile revolution. If you think that the App Store came out in 2008, and then I released my first app in 2017, I was a bit late to the party there. So I, was looking at what to dedicate my career to, what fits in with my mission around biohacking, health and wellness, etc. And I chose virtual reality as being the most fun and interesting and magical exponential technology. So with that decision, I started looking for different kinds of opportunities, and VRWorkout has ended up being the big shot, the moonshot.
Yes, and tell us more about VRWorkout and what sets it apart in this amazing market.
Okay, so when I'm introducing VRWorkout, I do like to start with our mission, which is to form a movement that drives the future of fitness and enables happier, healthier, longer lives. Healthier and longer is obvious through the health benefits of exercise, and happier is not only achieved through the mood benefits of exercise, but also through human connection in terms of it being a social experience and working out with your friends or strangers, and building a community and a kind of tribe. So that's how I introduced VRWorkout. What it is it's a high intensity body weight or calisthenic interval training program or game So these things come at you and you got to hit them. And, that kind of allows push-ups, burpees. We've created different kinds of mechanics. But it's basically just like doing a body weight training with a game environment. But we consider ourselves workout first and game second.
Yeah, I've actually had the pleasure to try it, and it is a lot of fun. I wondered if you could talk a bit about how you developed the app, because I imagine that because it's with a workout, you had to do lots of testing and maybe work with trainers, or how did it come about? How did you develop it?
It came about through my co-founder, Michael, who's our CTO. In typical kind of tech venture fashion, he started off scratching his own itch, which was to have a decent workout in VR. We believe the competition to be a little bit lacking in terms of effectiveness of exercise. Yes, there is mobility, there is cardio, but there's basically zero resistance, which you can only get through a proper body weight kind of thing. So he built the app trying to solve for that. And he built it on, if you're looking at the sort of heritage, he built it on the Godot engine, which is an open source community powered engine with a lot of support, by the way, from Meta, Tim Sweeney from Epic. It's kind of like trying to break up this engine duopoly between Unity and Unreal. So he built on that. Then as we started building the business around the product, we found that there was a little bit of a shortage of talent available to help with Godot engine. So we have migrated over to Unity. That's a little bit of background where there's, basically nice. It's the industry standard. Yeah.
Cool. Gamification is a big part of the application, which I love because it's sort of that strategy of distracting yourself from realizing you're working out, which I personally am all for. Wondering if you can touch on what the psychological side of gamification is and how it impacts the workout and ultimately the results.
Yeah, so I mean, that's one of the first questions or one of the first challenges that we get is like, okay, so why is this better in VR? Why don't I just do a push-up instead of doing it with the headset on? And my answer to that there is, this is just a technology that can just make things better, more fun, like you said, gamified. I mean, the same equivalent is like, yes, you can swim from France to England, but it's probably going to be better for you to take a plane. So I see a similar parallel with VRWorkout, like, yes, you can do a push-up, but it'll be more fun with the headset on, and you can do things that are just basically magical, which you can't do in normal reality, in the default world, which is challenge a friend on the other side of the planet to a workout together and be in the same space together. So that's a form of magic as far as I'm concerned. And, there are multiple other benefits and advantages to this, using technology.
One of the challenges, I imagine, currently is that not everybody has a headset yet. So what are your thoughts on the trajectory of adoption? And then also, do you have any plans to go into augmented reality at all?
Well, we are in augmented reality. We are the pioneer. We have pass-through available now. So anyone downloading it from the App Lab, inside environments on your right, you will have a augmented reality switch. You switch that on, you restart the app, and you will have augmented reality. So you can work out in, like I do, in hotel rooms and random gyms and everything. It's really good for like situational awareness, and also if you have pets or kids or toddlers. So in our new version, anyone watching, if they want to be invited to our beta, which is slated for release in Feb, get in touch via our social media channels or email or website. I'm sure we'll share the links there. But in terms of the headset trajectory, so we are in like the early days of the exponential curve. So it looks kind of flat, but like, over the next 5 years, 3 to 5 to 10 years, it's just going to go like this. It's just going to be an exponential curve. So we're going to float up with that kind of like, market force. And aside from that, we are also a reason for people to buy the headset, because the most precious thing in life is your health. And so, it's priceless. So, I can, invest in a new technology that's going to actually help me stick to my routine. Yes, please. I'll buy a headset straight away. So those are a couple of thoughts there.
Nice. Yeah. Thank you for sharing those. One of the things I wanted to ask you, because at the moment it is available for free, and you talked a bit about the beta and stuff. So what is the kind of business model, both short term and long term?
Okay. I have a commitment that we will always have a free version available for when someone wants to, re-engage with their commitment or recommit to, implementing an exercise habit or creating an exercise habit. We will be there for you. Yes, it might be time restricted. We're thinking of starting with after the free trial of restricting it to 7.5 minutes per day or 8.5 minutes per day. That's a really good workout with VRWorkout. We're also working on a way to allow people. So if you finish your daily free allotment on the free plan, you can have more time by hosting a multiplayer session. That's to really stimulate multiplayer usage. And then if you want to unlock and unshackle everything, there will be a subscription model just like everyone else. And I think it's going to be pretty a pretty good investment, pretty reasonable. We're aiming for around the $12 mark per month for now.
Cool. Yeah. Well, that's at least half the price of most people's gym memberships. So, and the fact that you can still work out with other people is really great. And then you can take it with you, like you said, to hotel rooms and stuff like that. That's very cool.
Correct. Yeah. And we'll always have that free version.
I have some clients who have bought headsets for all their employees, and this seems like something that you can bring into the kind of corporate wellness environment as well. People, having free access to working out together, on their lunch breaks or whatever. I think we're going to see a huge trend of wellness and health awareness come into the workplace, especially as we're in these hybrid models now and they're trying to attract new generations into the workplace and give people reasons to come back in and stuff. I can see this being great for bringing people together who maybe work across geographic locations, but then also work next to each other in an office.
Absolutely. I am really, really excited about the team building opportunity, the team wellness opportunity. We do it with our team. Instead of a daily stand up, we have a daily push up. Jump in,
cool.
Have a workout with the team, catch up on things, 10, 15 minutes, get primed. And I'm really excited about scaling that. And so we have active conversations with household name corporations and brands about doing that. So yeah, I'm glad that you caught that kind of team building opportunity.
Absolutely. Yeah, very cool. And another opportunity that I think is quite interesting is around seniors. And it mentions on your website that you have applications that are are gentle or for beginners or specifically for seniors. And I think that's a fabulous place in care homes, being able to offer people this, as well as things like rehabilitation. And so wondering if you can talk to me a bit about if you've seen much interest from senior living and healthcare community in this, and kind of maybe where we're at with those industries when it comes to VR adoption.
Right. So the elderly opportunity is really also very intriguing. The way that I'm imagining it, or we're imagining it, is sometimes the elderly, the grandparents and everything, they can be a bit isolated in their, wherever they're living away from the family. So VRWorkout gentle modes can be used as a healthy experience to enjoy with their loved ones across the other side of the country or across the other side of the planet or the city or whatever. So I'm really looking towards kind of bringing that in as a sort of as an offering. The elderly market, I understand, is a little bit fragmented. There's no sort of it's not like the school system where it's kind of like a super organized thing. So we have to sort of navigate that there. But we have a few conversations going about how to approach it. And yeah, I think it's, in terms of our mission, which I said at the beginning, happier, healthier, longer lives, that's where it starts to have the biggest impact on the later years when people die of, like loneliness, basically. So I think we have a good, believe it or not, a good solution there.
And you just mentioned schools as well. Is that an area, education, that you're working with?
Oh yeah. So the most advanced conversation we have there is with the Seattle Public Schools District. So we're kind of adapting VRWorkout to their different kinds of physical education standards, and we'll be conducting a pilot there, putting kids through a VRWorkout. They have a headset deployment there. Part of the complexity of these kinds of deals is it's still a little bit of a hassle running a headset deployment when you have 10 headsets. Try putting the headset on one person, let alone 10 or 20 people in the same room. It's really we're not there yet, but Seattle Schools is on board, and so we're working towards a kind of pilot there.
And is there any kind of health and safety concerns from the people? I just asked this because I was in a VR headset just yesterday and I ended up hitting my head. Not paying attention, but so is there anything that you guys any hoops you have to jump through in that respect, or?
Yeah, VR in general is a bit risky. It's a bit uncomfortable. It's a bit awkward. Again, this is a moment in time. Things are going to get better. Right now, you still have to put it on, map your safe area. It's going to that's going to be automated in a generation or two. And yeah, so right now it's buyer beware. I mean, listen to your body, when you're doing push-ups and burpees, don't push yourself too much. I think this, it's dangerous crossing the road as well, so it's kind of everyone's responsible for their safety, I guess. And so far with 120,000 downloads, we haven't had any, any claims or any concerns or anything.
Good.
So far, so good.
Yes, absolutely. And I mentioned in my introduction the potential around personalizing experiences in VR and the future metaverse. Imagining that if I wanted to work out on the beach in Bali with hundreds of amazingly fit people, I could do that. Or I could work out with no trainer at all. I could curate my own experience. So what are your views on the potential of personalization when it comes to fitness in VR?
I mean, that's the holy grail. That's what it's all about. That's the whole point of these technologies and everything. So we can personalize on multiple dimensions, like you said. Duration, how long is the workout? Difficulty, easy, medium, hard. Well, warm up, easy, medium, hard, dynamic. Dynamic goes on the Apple Watch. You set your target heart rate. If you're going below it, it makes it faster. If you're going above it, it makes it slower. So that's difficulty personalization. Then we also have the individual exercises, which you can choose. Okay, I want to focus on legs. I want to do squats. I want to do upper body. I want to do resistance, that kind of thing. So you can personalize on the actual exercise sets and body parts that you're exercising. And then on the aesthetic side, on the visual side, you can personalize the environment. In our release version, we're not going to allow that just yet. But in our beta, we've had the ability for you to upload a 360 scene and work out on your favorite part of the world, like Bali. I heard that a couple of times. And then we're going to allow we're allowing avatar personalization through Ready Player Me, which is the leading avatar platform right now, in the independent avatar platform. And then we're also going to have the gloves, because our VR workout is hand tracking. It's controller free. So the gloves are going to be a personalization thing that you can have a little bit of sort of creativity to play with. And the music selection. So you can, we have pre-bundled songs, we have YouTube, and you can upload your own MP3s. And me personally, I work out listening to podcasts and audiobooks. So I leave the AirPods in. I put the workout on no music, so you just hear the kind of claps when you hit the cues. And so I have the Oculus speakers on, just on silent mode, but hearing the game noises, not music. And then through the audio, through the earphones, I'm listening to a podcast or a book or something. It's a little bit of double impact, getting some education, some reading time, and a workout at the same time.
I like it. That's smart. Good use of your time. Absolutely.
Advanced technique. Also in meetings. Also, like, one of the coolest things about VR meetings is having a meeting in mini golf, in like a game like Walkabout Mini Golf. It kind of feels like you're a mafia person playing, doing deals on the golf course. But also you can do it in VRWorkout and have a meeting in a workout.
Yeah, cool. I like it. And so want to get into kind of the future vision, this bigger idea about an eventual singular metaverse, and wondering how that's going to work with like apps today. So will this be something that like eventually there'll be like VR workouts scattered throughout the metaverse, like virtual gyms? I'm just wondering, like, from your perspective, what does that kind of future integration look like? And what does it mean? Like, what does the future metaverse mean for VR workouts?
So that brings a point to mind about us working on our seed financing round. So we are currently fundraising for our seed round. That has a deadline of our launch date, which is like early next year, early 2023. The more we raise, according to our target of 1.5 mil, the more we will be able to deploy like experiences and instances across all of the different platforms. So, for example, we would like to have rooms in AltSpace, in VR Chat, in Decentraland, all these other places that can kind of like show people or introduce people to VR workout, show them how to use it. Have a little tutorial. People can gather in there before going into a workout, depending on what their preferred network is or platform is, and eventually building basic experiences in those things, like mini games, that it's like, okay, this is a kind of taster. This is what we could do inside this platform as a proof of concept. If you want the full experience, jump over to us. And the interoperability, I mean, we're already there. We've got the Ready Player Me avatars. That's a portable avatar from your other platforms. And it's all about this kind of like the deep linking thing is in early stages, about being able to click something and just go to a different world between apps. We're getting there, but that's, I guess, a couple of thoughts.
And do you see also it becoming, and this is maybe this is too much of a personal question, but do you think it's going to become like shoppable? Do you think it's are you hoping to link up with some brands that it might become a shoppable experience as well?
For us, our like e-commerce or marketplace ambition is mainly around allowing trainers to train their clients through us.
Gotcha.
So the trainer will have a headset and full body tracking, and the clients will have the same, and they'll be able to coach and hold accountable and do all the things that trainers do best. That's on the roadmap as well. Peer to peer is like a higher priority, just allowing people to just have a fitness experience together. But like that would be my first interest. Having different gloves in different environments and different scene packs and that kind of thing, theme packs. That's fine as well. I think the real power is in becoming a platform kind of idea for trainers.
And I want to step back and look at the bigger picture of XR and the metaverse. What is your biggest fear for the future of the industry? And then what is your biggest hope?
If we can't figure out the just general friction, like when you pick up your phone, it's kind of like a joyful experience. You feel good just like with the flow and everything. The headsets, they need some time to have that same level of like, you just put it on, everything works. It's frictionless. So my fear is that takes longer than we hope it will. And then that will, stunt the growth of the industry. Biggest hope is that like through this technology, people will, believe it or not, come closer, be healthier mentally, physically, and more creative, and like just generally more, more joyful and everything like that. That's a nice hope.
I love that. And that's a perfect place to kind of wrap on. And I think people are going to be really inspired, especially by what you've had to say.
Are we going to wrap now?
Oh, no. You can go on.
Bust the freestyle.
Yeah, I think, anybody who's listening to this in December or beginning of January, this is a really great way to kickstart your New Year's fitness goals. I know I'm going to be working out with it, and definitely recommend everybody get on board. So can you tell people where they can download the app, how they can get involved, and then also how they can get in touch with you?
Absolutely. So the best place is VRWorkout.co. Unfortunately, we didn't get the .com. It's like 300K, so we stuck with the .co. And on the social media channels, VRWorkout Official, except for Twitter, which is XRWorkout. That's our company name. But please do join us in this journey. I'm inviting everyone to, make a commitment to their wellness, to, challenge their friends. Everyone's a winner, it's kind of like there's a little bit of competitive spirit there, but join us on this journey. If you want to be involved in the fundraising round, that's a call to action there as well. And in the meantime, get it from the App Lab, VRWorkout, one word, VRWorkout, one word, and then go and enable, unhide the App Lab. And if you want to be invited to the beta, just drop us a line through the website or on any of the social channels. You'll be invited to the beta. It's really beautiful. I'm really proud of it. And thank you for this opportunity, Amalia.
My pleasure. Yeah, I can't wait to check it out. Thank you. Thank you so much, Alex. And thank you all so much for listening and watching wherever you are. Have a great rest of the year, and I will see you in 2023. Take care.